Flight boss, bitch. For sure. Listen to the Modern Military's Mill. I'm the Archangel Uriel, and I'm here to carry out God duties and motherfucking responsibilities. And right now, we're going to talk about the thin line between a vampire and a parasite. Because they both going to come into your life and drain your energy in some way, shape, or form. But you got many different energies. And that's what this video is going to be about. How to decipher what particular entity that you're dealing with at the moment. Now, for the most part, this is for anybody. So you could be paying attention to your family, your friends, your associates, your co-workers, you know what I'm saying? And everybody that's in your close proximities at the moment. So check this out. Here's the thin line between, and for the most part, I'm just taking a little quick break real quick. Everybody who requested natal readings, you will get your natal reading today. So keep that in mind. You know what I'm saying? I got like 4 more to do. So you guys are going to get your natal reading today. Now, getting into a thin line between a vampire and a parasite. Now, this is what you need to understand. They're both going to be draining your energy. Now, you have a bunch of different energy sources. So, when we want to decipher between the two, see, vampires are more in search of blood. You know what I'm saying? Parasites are more in search of junk. Now, when you think of junk like junk food. Now, think about people who eat junk food. 9 times out of 10 is kids, or if you come across an adult who eat a lot of junk food, 9 times out of 10 this is an adult that's yearning to be a part of something. So they may go through certain stresses in their lives or certain sugar deficiencies in their lives to make them to make their taste buds directed towards eating a lot of sweets and junk food and things of that nature. But that's another video. But when we get into circumstances of talking about a parasite is more geared towards junk. Now, a vampire is more geared towards blood. Your energy that comes with blood. So what is the energy signature that comes with blood, right? Now, blood is a form of manifestation. It's a form of gold. It's a form of plasma. It's a form of a stream, a line of event. So for the most part, it's like it's an actual vibration and a manifestation. So it's almost like hot and fiery because it's part of a person's imagination. And based upon a person's blood flow, that lets you know how a person's directing their path as far as spiritually, because they spirit like to take those light fluid vessels and those light bodies as far as to swim through the world that you live in as far as yourself. You see what I'm saying? So through all your blood cells. So keep this in mind for a second. When we talk about a vampire is more geared towards that. So what does that actually mean? When you're dealing with an entity that wants your blood, this is an entity that's trying to manifest. So a vampire is more backed and supported by manifesting. When we talk about a parasite is backed and supported by just junk. So a parasite is more backed and supported by just wanting to be a part of something. So a parasite may not even want to manifest anything in their life. They just may be yearning to be a part of something, or they want to be a part of a circumstance or a situation. So a parasite can become parasitic to you because once you start to add too many parasites that can play out through a person, place, or thing, right? You might be blocked to go into future references. You might can't go to the future. You can't move to another space because you got a bunch of toxic and parasitic energies attaching to you. So it'll slow you down to the point that you can't fully move into a new space freely without detaching that parasitic energy. So you may need some type of esoteric medication. You know what I'm saying? You could go find an esoteric doctor, such as myself, you know what I'm saying, and build you a case and get an esoteric lawyer, such as myself, so you don't be getting judged by the Illuminati in the 4th, 5th, and 6th dimensional realm, aka the Galactic Federation of Light. So, and the government and shit. So, for the most part, when you're talking about a parasite is something that you have attached to yourself based upon the state of being you was in. And you have manifested these characteristics that can play out through a person, place, or thing that play out as toxic or parasitic energies, aka something you have added on to you. You ever had a sweaty face and you developed a pimple? You ever had, you see what I'm saying? So you was in a state of being that you develop, not carriers, but motherfucking passengers. I'm in a motherfucking car. Why I can't remember certain words? But yeah, you didn't motherfucking win and manifest it, motherfucking passengers. Now you got a bunch of Osmosis Jones in your asses now. You know what I'm saying? This is how you get sexual transmitted diseases and all kind of shit also. So keep that in mind. You know what I'm saying? You are attaching external parties to you, aka parasites in some way, shape, or form. You as a human right now, you are a parasite within this realm that we in, but that's another video. But keep that in mind. That is a parasite. A parasite is not necessarily going to drain you as far as your blood and your resources for manifestation's sake. A parasite may drain you because it's almost like a burden or extra weight or extra bump or extra tail or extra disease that you're carrying with you that you want to just release. And is the more that you have carried with you, the harder it's going to be for it to release. So for the most part, this is a parasite. So be careful being around parasitic people and how you pinpoint them. 9 times out of 10, these are the individuals that just want to make themselves a part of something that you have going on, whether spiritually, mentally, emotionally, or physically. And they could play out through in your location to the point that they wear you down, almost to the point that you can't even bring these people everywhere you want to go, to the point that you'll be canceled in some way, shape, or form. You get it? Now, when we talk about the vampire is out for blood. So they out for blood and they smell blood. That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm Dolo the Vampire Slayer. Shout out to Buffy. Shout out to Angel. Shout out to Spike. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Cordy. Yee-hee. You know what I'm saying? Don't make me go deep right now, but motherfucker, we gonna get into some motherfucking real. Shout out to Fred. Shout out to Wes. Hey, look, all right, but look, check this out. This is what y'all need to motherfucker understand. When we in a circumstance, in a situation, we're dealing with vampires, they're out for blood and they smell blood. Now, blood is your ability to have an imagination. So if you're a highly creative person, then that's how vampires smell blood. So even if you're not even manifesting anything from your creativity yet or your imagination yet, vampires can smell it from a mile away. And these would be the people who suck you dry from all your creativity. And these would be the people who can run away with it with a whole jar full of your blood, and they'd be able to manifest things from your creativity. This would be a vampire know how to do the energy signature of being guilty by association, of that being a good thing. Like a vampire could make themselves associated with you and it'll be a good thing for them and a bad thing for you. So you would end up creating something and this vampire end up receiving all the benefits for it and be seen as the front person or the front page or the example of how that thing you created is supposed to be represented. And you'll be sitting back like, God damn, I just got fucking dranked in some way. And that's how you need to know. You got dranked from your creative force, your plasma, your imagination, your blood. That's how you created your blood. You see what I'm saying? So for the most part, when you're dealing with a vampire, that's how you know you're dealing with a vampire. When they're out for blood and they smell blood from a mile away. So you ever been in some type of creative nature and you ain't even manifesting shit from it, but you start manifesting all these people, and this is how you pinpoint it real quick, right? They start giving you ideas. Start making you think like, motherfucker, why won't you take these ideas and do that shit your goddamn self? The only reason you got those ideas is because of what the fuck I'm doing. So what the fuck you think you gonna do that's gonna help me anymore? So that's how you pinpoint it at first. The first few vampires you're gonna pinpoint, they got more ideas to help you than you. Remind you, all the ideas have something to do with what you're doing. You see what I'm saying? So keep that in mind. That's the first sign. That's when you ain't even manifest shit from that shit yet. And motherfuckers is just out here ready to suck your shit dry. So that's like already putting their cookies in your pot before you even got a pot. So that's like somebody already saying they want a percentage of something before you even got a percent. You know what I'm saying? They're like, oh, don't forget I gave you that idea. Motherfucker, you wouldn't have had that idea. You see what I'm saying? First signs. First red flag. Keyword, red flag. They're going to suck your ass dry, your red flag. But look, check this out. Then you got second level ones, right? Ones who they're smart, so they know how to maneuver. So they can look at your creative aspect, right? And then see if, let's say you are manifesting things off of it. They know how to blur the lines and make you think that they're not with you because of that. So be careful. Those smart vampires. These are the vampires that didn't had a lot of dealings with wizards and witches and spiritual gurus and shit like that, and a bunch of ups and downs and trials and tribulations in their lives, to the point that they're set in their ways and they know what they want and they know what they don't want. These is those wise vampires. Now these those vampires that psych themselves up to make you think that they're not in it into the shit that you think that they're in it for. And behind closed doors, that's all they in it for. You see what I'm saying? Those are smart vampires. And these are the vampires who know how to not show their fangs. AKA they know how to not talk, too much. They know how to not show too much. They know how to not emotionalize too much. They know what to do and what not to do to keep you right into your place of playing out into their role. You get what I'm saying? This shit is real shit. That's a motherfucking vampire. So, we're going to go in this 10 minutes. I ain't want to go too deep because, I'm in the middle of doing natal readings and shit like that. So, yeah, I just wanted to make this video real quick. I wanted to catch the spirit and push this out to the subconscious community for the soul group. You know what I'm saying? So y'all can be aware, because this for us. Anytime I kick knowledge, I don't want not nan one. And this for my soul group. Y'all know who y'all are. I don't want not nan one of y'all to think this is my videos are directed towards y'all. My science is our science. So this is for us. When you watch my videos, it's for you to take in and look outside of your life. Not for you to take in and be like, damn, is Dolo talking about me? Is Uriel talking? No, this is for you to take in and be like, oh, okay, let me look at my surroundings now. You know what I'm saying? This is for us. You see what I'm saying? Real shit. Flight boss, bitch, goddamn, for sure.